Hello, buddy. Welcome back to the Tin Man's Corner channel. I'm your host, Jeffrey Tin Man Taylor, and today I'm outside because I wanted to review for you guys my latest machete purchase, which is my Tramontina 22-inch. Now, I bought this one back in January. Right off the bat, I already noticed that the polypropylene handle that this machete has feels more comfortable in my hand than my 18-inch machete. Because my 18-inch machete, as you guys recall, had a wooden handle and it was kind of blocky, while this one I could actually get my pinky around it better. So let me go through the specs real quick for you all. The blade is 22 inches, of course, and it's 1070 carbon steel with a heat-treated sharp edge. And I asked my dad before I tested for you all, should I put another edge on it, like sharpen it up like I did the last one? And he was like, no, it's got a good edge on it. And I agree. The handle length is 5.3 inches, made of polypropylene, like I said. And this is stuff that Cold Steel uses for some of their knife handles and even their walking canes. They use this stuff. And the handle, let me get back to the handle real quick for y'all. The handle kind of reminded me of the style that the Ontario machete has, but theirs is like a thick plastic. So overall length for this blade is 27.4 inches long. So this is a big beast of chopping blade. Now the sheath is resistant nylon, and I did not take the sticker off of this one because I wanted to leave it on there. The other one I did take the sticker off the sheath, so if I did use them, I wouldn't have to worry about these things unsticking themselves from the sheath and falling off into the woods, you know. But anyway, and this one's also made in Brazil, just like my other one. I actually dig the size of this one better because it kind of reminds me of the ones that Jason Voorhees would use. Because I know in some movies it might have been a 24-inch blade machete. But hey, he can still chop victims with this. But that's not what I'm going to be doing here today. I'm going to be chopping branches. But overall, it feels comfortable in my hand, but I'm going to be wearing gloves. So without further ado, let's go into the woods. All right, everybody. I forgot to mention it was a little windy today, so I gotta be careful into this branch. I'm gonna try to cut it off for you guys. But to knock off these little tiny branches on this stick. Oh yeah. It's still green softwood, so this thing chop on too. And that's another thing too. If you're chopping into stuff like this, you gotta be careful because oh yeah. Yeah, let me move you guys a little bit closer just so you can see what damage this machete done to this branch. This thing can chop through twigs and branches easily. So when I get done right here, I'm going to go deeper into the woods and maybe cut one of these little thin trees. Okay. Let me see if I can take a swing at this little thin tree. Whoa! You see that? Probably took one blow to knocked it over. That's how it was already made. Yeah, see? Pulled right on out. Let me see if I can do that thin bark trick like I'm doing a 10 spike with this. I'll be darned. Hey, if you don't have a pocket knife or a fixed blade Bowie knife, you had this on you, you can make some kindling quick. And that's another thing, too. Do not hold on a piece of wood while you're doing a chopping action with this, because I can feel the vibration through this thing already. Oh! Did you see that? I'm glad it hit my head and not my head. Oh. Ah. All right, let's try that one over there. Try to stabilize you a little bit. I cleaned out a dead bush for you guys. All right. This could definitely cut up some kindling. Oh, what the heck. Chop right here. Stand back. Oh, dang, I almost got stuck right there. There we go. Got that one. Out of the door sharpness. Man, it's sharp enough to do the job, that's for sure. I was talking about the grip earlier. I said it felt more comfortable in my hand, right? But when you start swinging, whoo, your fingers start getting tightened up around this thing. There we go. Well, there goes one dead tree. Talk about one chopping beast of a blade. It's getting too windy in these woods. I'm going to go back to my back porch and give you my final thoughts. So don't go anywhere. Okay, length and the way the handle's made, I think I'll give it a 10 out of 10. Like I said, without the gloves, it feels comfortable in my hand, but when you start whacking into the trees, you feel like you need some gloves just to keep the padding on their fingers. But I really like this one more than my 18-inch one now. That heat-treated edge really ain't no joke. It cut right through them trees like it was nothing. But also, if you want one of these, well, I'm going to leave a link down in the description below for the Home Depot website, so you can go purchase one of these for yourself. I think I'm trying to remember how much it was now because my other one was $19.97. This one was like it's almost $23, but money well spent, if I do say so myself. And I was going to do some chopping in some of the thicker pieces of dead wood that were laying in the forest floor, but to be honest with you, it's a little windy out here, and I do not want to be out here working up a sweat to catch a cold. It could probably do some chopping if you're trying to make some firewood real quick, but you could chop like the little thin, well, the logs that are about that thick. You could probably chop it down into firewood size with this. Anything bigger, you need an axe or chainsaw. I hope you guys enjoyed this latest Machete review. This has been a successful installment of the Tin Man's Corner channel. I'm Jeffrey Tin Man Taylor, and have a nice day to all my fellow knife collectors and reviewers out there. And stay safe out in the brush.